Hi everyone, and welcome to day 8 of Vlogmas. I'm so excited for today's video because I am doing a collaboration with Abby from Rooted and Rest and Jessica from the Waldock Way. They put together this open collab the second Tuesday of every month, and it's all homeschool related stuff. It's called the Homeschool Show and Tell. I will link their channels in the description box below. If any of this is interesting to you at all, you definitely want to go check them out because they are full of great ideas. And I will also link the playlist of all of the other YouTube moms who have decided to participate in this month's video, which is an educational toy gift guide. So I'm going to show you some of our favorite educational toys, and if you're looking for toys like that for any kids in your life, hopefully this will give you some good ideas.
This year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
Okay, we are going to start with games. I have 2 games to show you, and the first is called Sequence Letters. Our girls are 5 and 7 years old. Our 7-year-old is a fluent reader. Our 5-year-old is getting better by the day, but this game really helps kind of remind her of the sounds of letters and things like that. If you've ever played Sequence, it's very similar, but it's just kind of a kid-friendly version of it instead of just using cards and numbers. So you basically get different cards in your hand, and they have letters on them. And to play a chip of your color, you have to have that card in your hand, and you are trying to get 4 in a row. So for example, if you have a P, you could put it on a space that's a pig because it starts with P, and you discard your card, put your chip on, and then your turn's over, and then the next person goes, and the first to get 4 in a row wins. That's called a sequence. So this has just been a really fun, easy way to practice letter sounds, and she's pretty good at it now, so she's kind of loving this game more because it's become easier for her, which is really great, but it's still a lot of fun to play. So Sequence Letters is a good one for any kid on your list who is learning letter sounds. The next game is actually an adult game, but we absolutely love it for the girls too, and it's called Shut the Box. My dad showed up with this one day out of the blue, and I have no idea where he got it from. I can't remember, but it has been the biggest hit in our family. We bring this camping, we bring this to any gathering, which is not really happening in 2020, but it's just like a game that everybody can play. You play one person at a time, you can sit in a circle and play, you don't have to be around a table, so it's really versatile. And so basically these pop up, and it's 1 through 9, and then you get 2 dice, and all you do is roll the dice in the box, you add up what you got. So I got 10, which just changed, I promise it was 10, but so I could put down 9 and 1, I could put down 8 and 2, 7 and 3, 6 and 4, anything that adds up to 10 you can put down. Once you get 7, 8, and 9 down, you only go to 1 die, and then you roll and you put down the number that you got. Your whole goal is to get them all down, which is called shutting the box, and that means you win automatically. So you each get a turn to play, and whoever has the lowest score wins. So if I had these 3 up, I would add up 3, 4, 5, so that would be 12, and that would be my score for the round, and whoever has the least score wins. So this is marketed for ages 6+, but Quinn is 5, and she is really good at this game. It helps her practice adding, so she'll roll and she'll count up the dice total, and then she'll figure out what you can put down that equals that, and it's really helping her with just her basic addition math skills. So definitely a big hit for adults and kids, but it's a really good educational basic addition game for kids who are learning that. The next educational toy that we absolutely love is this STEM robot mouse coding activity set. And this thing gets played with all the time. Quinn is actually just starting to kind of take it out and play with it as well. So she's kind of in the beginning stages of doing that with this part in particular. But it's super fun and educational because you get these cards and it tells you where to put. So the purple lines are little walls, and you put up the walls, and then you put the piece of cheese wherever it says on the board, and you put the mouse, which is named Colby, in the maze like it says, and then you have to figure out which way the mouse needs to go to be able to reach the cheese on the board. So you've got the mouse here, and it has buttons on the top, and there's buttons for forward, backward, left, and right, and then there's reset if you mess up or anything like that, and then there's the go button in the middle, like, okay, I've coded it correctly, go, and then it remembers and goes whichever way that you moved it, and your goal is to get it in to the cheese. And that's as simple as that. So they, I haven't seen them play with the cards all that much lately, but they kind of create their own obstacle courses, and then they do this and have them go different ways. So this has been awesome. Just kind of gets you thinking ahead. There are also these little cards that are helpful that will tell you, so if you're like, okay, this mouse needs to go forward, so you would find a forward piece and lay it on the ground, and then, okay, now this mouse needs to turn, so you would find a turn piece and you would lay it on the ground, and then when you have all of them laid out, then you could just look at them and push the buttons and match the cards. That way you don't have to memorize them. So it's kind of like a little bit of an easier way to play for different ages. And this is marketed for 5+. I think that's definitely right, kind of where it should be. So if you're looking for a STEM activity for someone in that age range, my oldest daughter is 7.5 and she still loves this and plays with this all the time. That is a perfect idea. The next great educational gift, which can be used if you're a homeschooler for sure, but it can also be used if you're not, and that is magnet letters. So these are the ones we have. They are by Joy Note, and they come in this carrying case, which is nice because it's easier to keep track of. They come with this carrying case and the whiteboard, and then marker and erasers as well. And each letter has its own little section to go in. Vowels are red, consonants are blue, and it's super easy to organize and keep clean, and the girls do a really good job because it's easy and self-explanatory. They love using these to spell out words on here. They'll kind of spell out little like phrases. They usually use it in conjunction with another toy. So like if they're playing restaurant, they might use this as their signboard and say like open, come in, or something like that. They kind of use it like that. But I also use this with Quinn to just kind of make it more fun, to help her practice spelling out words, sounding out words. If I put some magnets up on the fridge and then ask her to spell out the word, she thinks that's way more fun than looking at a worksheet or something and doing the same exact thing. So this is great for, again, letter recognition, reading. You could do so many different things. They've actually gotten really, really creative too with it, and they'll take a letter, let's say a letter N, and then they'll put it on here, and then they'll grab the marker and they'll add to it to make some kind of an animal or shape or design or picture or something that incorporates this letter in with it. And they thought of that on their own. So that is really cool to watch them do that and watch their creative juices get flowing. This is great for all ages basically, because you can use it in so many different ways. The next thing I have that is also great for all ages are story cubes. And Anthony and I even love doing these with the girls because that kind of gets our creativity going, and we always end up laughing. We always end up, someone ends up telling a funny story with them, and then we end up just in a laughing fit all together. So basically they're all these dice, and they have pictures on the 4 sides. So this one has a cloud on one side, and I think it's a submarine, and then poison. It's kind of hard, it's not focusing in, but you get the idea. There's pictures on each side. You roll the dice, and then you look at what you have, and then you make a story based on the pictures that you have rolled. You kind of put them in an order that you want, and then make up your own story that coincides with the pictures that you rolled. So this has been really fun. The girls have gotten much, much better at telling like creative stories. When we first got them, it would be like there was a puzzle piece and it got poisoned, and they would just basically say whatever picture was on the dice. But now they've gotten really creative and been able to make up a lot of elaborate stories with them. So story cubes are a quick and cheap, great educational gift that bring a lot of fun to the whole family. And then the last 2 gift guide items that I have, which are great educational items, are subscription boxes. One of them I'm sure most of you have heard about. The other one maybe not so much. So I'm going to start with the one that most of you have probably heard about, and that's Kiwi Co. This is not a sponsored video with any of these items, but we just love Kiwi Co. These are so much fun for the girls. We actually just did today their latest box that came in December, and we filmed them doing the different projects in that. That's going to go up a little bit later this month, so definitely click subscribe if you want to see a Kiwi Co box in action. But this was a disc launchers one that Bailey made. Quinn does the koala crate, which is one level down from this. It's more kind of creativity, and that's where she thrives, so that's what she is doing, but Bailey's doing the Kiwi crate. So you can get subscription boxes for kids in your life. You can just get 1 month. You can buy like one box from the site and gift them that. You can buy like a 3-month subscription or 6 months or a year, however long you want. But these things are great at getting the imagination flowing. So make sure that you check out that Kiwi Co video that's going to be coming up soon if you want to know more about this. And then the last thing is the Olamigo subscription box. And I can't show the other side because it has my address. But the Olamigo subscription box, we use this for our Spanish curriculum in our homeschool program, but you don't have to be a homeschooler to use this. This is fun, hands-on arts and crafts activities that has Spanish books. It goes in depth about whatever subject it is that month. This month, the one that I have was apples. So there's even like apples on the sticker. But they created a sun catcher, an apple magnet, and then their own little apple market, which was really cool. It comes with books to read, and this one was a little book that they could color like the different parts of an apple. So they learned a lot with that. But the cool part about it is that they learn it in Spanish too, and you don't even have to know Spanish to be able to do this box. It has the English translation of everything either right underneath where it says Spanish, or it has a QR code that you can scan and it has the English translations on there. So you can do this without even knowing Spanish, and then you can learn Spanish with your kids as well. They get to do fun crafts every month. They get to read fun books, and we try to read them a couple times a month, and then they've picked up on the vocabulary really, really well, and they're actually retaining it really, really well too. So I have done a very in-depth video just on the Olamigo Spanish box because we love it so much. That one is not sponsored either. We just really love it, and we want to share it with you guys because we think you will love it too. So I will link that up here, and you can click that, or you can go down to the description box and click it from there. But either way, this is a really, really good idea for an educational gift for someone in your life. That is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. We are doing Vlogmas, so I'm posting videos every day in December through Christmas. Make sure you click the red subscribe button down below and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss any of those. Make sure you go check out the playlist below for more educational gift ideas. There's definitely going to be a lot of them. So you will basically get answers to all of your questions about educational gifts if you watch that playlist. Thank you so much to Abby and Jessica for hosting this collab every month. But for now, remember to stay humble, be kind, and I will see you tomorrow.
Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh,